the store.
This is ABC 13 News with Noreen Turin, Len Stevens, Tab O'Neill, and Dennis Carter. Award-winning coverage in the heart of Virginia.
A local girl played a role in the murders of her stepfather and stepbrother. Now the 17-year-old knows how long it'll put her behind bars.
Post offices were swamped today with last-minute gift senders. Can you still get your gifts through by Christmas?
And topping our news, the nation's terror alert level has been raised to high. We check in with local airports to find out what that means for you if you're traveling.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Donna Harris in Lynchburg. Noreen Turin has the night off.
And I'm Len Stevens in Danville. Despite the heightened terror alert, if you're flying out of the Lynchburg or Roanoke airports, you shouldn't experience any unusual delays. The alert is on orange or high level, and airport officials say you may see more officers on patrol, but otherwise you won't see many changes. The threat level was changed for the first time in 6 months yesterday. Code Orange is the second highest level possible. Airport administrators say while larger airports are seeing long waits, around here you won't notice too many changes.
We're not going to be doing vehicle inspections per se, although you may see more frequent patrols and things like that. But none of the real inconvenient things that happened about 2 years ago.
And if you are flying out, we have an important reminder for you now. Don't wrap your gifts until you get to where you're going. If you do, baggage screeners may have to unwrap them to get a good look.
Airport screeners work overtime. The post office is doing the same thing. The United States Postal Service has one of the largest fleet of vehicles in the country, so you better believe they've got security measures in place, and they're taking this heightened alert seriously. With this being one of the heaviest package delivery days, postal workers are looking extra closely for anything suspicious. And a lot of what they do, you won't even notice.
The public, the alert status as far as the Postal Service is concerned will be invisible, but we do have some other security measures that we have to implement, particularly with aviation security and the flying of mail with the commercial airliners during the high alert status.
Now, what you can expect when you're traveling, more questions about your packages. Postal workers want to make sure nothing hazardous is being mailed.
And customers have been really lining up at the post office, trying to just beat the deadline and get their gifts mailed in time for Christmas. This is one of the heaviest package delivery days before Christmas. Plenty of people stopped in at the main post office in Lynchburg this afternoon, and lines formed at the busy Fort Hill location, too.
Did express mail. Hopefully it'll get there.
So you're mailing these even though you think that it might not get there in time?
We understand that, but we're going to tell them they're on the way, so they'll know they're going to be receiving something. It'll be after Christmas.
Gifts are in the mail. The U.S. Postal Service says today was the last day to mail off your packages to guarantee delivery by Christmas Day. The post office is open Christmas Eve, but no promises that items taken then will get there in time.
Keep your fingers crossed. Well, as we mentioned, today is one of the busiest days for postal workers delivering mail. Saray Chen is live at the main post office in Lynchburg to tell us just how busy this week is going so far. Saray?
Donna, it's been pretty much non-stop here. It's quiet now because the post office is closed, but there are many more people in the back of this building sorting out all those packages, and we would take you there, but because of the heightened security, obviously we can't do that. But we were able to follow a postal worker around trying to deliver mail in time for Christmas.
What did I do with that other one?
Santa is checking his list, and definitely twice, because sometimes he comes up short with a lost package or two.
I am not having a lot of success finding it here either.
But under the pile of packages, postal worker Lane Hale finds what he's looking for.
There it is. Not a very large one, but I did find it. Ah, there we go. I got one for across the street here, too. Ho, ho, ho. How you doing today? Just delivering some packages today?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's nice to see Santa Claus.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. They just love it. They think it's great that Santa Claus is bringing their packages. Ho, ho, ho. How you doing today?
I'm good, thanks.
Just got a couple of packages here for you.
Not everyone gives the same kind of welcome.
Dogs. I love dogs. I don't know if that dog's friendly or not. Hey, ho, ho, ho. Yes, sir. We're just out doing some packages today. There you go. Thank you very much. You have a Merry Christmas. It's great. Everybody has just a wonderful time. You know, they really enjoy this time of year, and try to bring a little little bit of something special to them. Oh, I think everything will get there by Christmas.
And it's all in a day's work. Meanwhile, postal workers say that they will be delivering on Christmas Day. They say they will make a real effort to pick out those identifiable gifts so you can get your presents in time. We're live tonight in Lynchburg. Saray Chin, ABC 13 News.
All right, thanks very much, Saray.
That sure looked like a lot of fun. And speaking of, dozens of Southside kids got their Christmas a few days early. Danville police held their annual Shop with a Cop today. Catherine Brown was there.
Mom, I want this spy thingy. It's a pager and a cell phone.
Thomas and Tamara Price are pretty regular kids, but this year they're getting an extra special Christmas.
They needed some clothes, a few necessities. She got a coat.
The kids are really excited.
Just 2 of the 37 kids being helped by this year's Fraternal Order of Police Shop with a Cop Day.
I like the purple one.
Okay. Officers pair up with kids to help them shop for Christmas presents.
If I wasn't in the spirit, I am now.
And each child gets about $100 to spend, half on clothes and half on toys.
97.34, he did great.
It's also a way to help out these kids that wouldn't otherwise have a Christmas.
Kids like Thomas and Tamara, all their Christmas presents were stolen.
They've got clothes, all the necessities.
It'll be a good Christmas for them.
Wonderful Christmas.
And for police officers, saving Christmas this year is more than just another day on the job.
I have kids too. You never know when, who might need something.
In Danville, Catherine Brown, ABC 13 News.
You just feel the excitement there.
Wonderful, wonderful thing going on over there. Well, coming up on ABC 13 News, a local police officer is on the other side of the law tonight.
A local teen now has her sentence for a murder-for-hire scheme she carried out with her mother.
And local neighbors say they like their wide open spaces, but a development company wants to change all that. We'll have that when we come back.
ABC 13 Stock Market Report is brought to you by Community First Bank.
Hello? Hello, sir? Are you still there? Did you hear what I just said? You've won $20 million, sir?
That's right. You could win $20 million during U.S. Cellular's 20th anniversary celebration. Plus, you can get unlimited incoming calls or unlimited nights and weekends beginning at 7 p.m. Either way, it's one celebration that'll knock you off your feet.
Hey, Carl.
U.S. Cellular. We connect with you.
Well, in support of the hearing-impaired community, Centra Health underwrites closed captioning of all 13 News local programming. You're watching ABC 13 News, covering the heart of Virginia, from studios in Lynchburg, Danville, Bedford, and Roanoke.
Welcome back. A Danville police officer is out on bond tonight, charged with 2 counts of domestic assault. Catherine Brown is standing by live at the police department tonight with the latest. Catherine?
And Len, police tell us nothing like this has ever happened at the Danville Police Department before. Sergeant Jerry Pace was arrested early this morning in connection with domestic abuse. It actually happened in Pittsylvania County, and that is where the arrest took place. Sheriff's deputies there say Sergeant Pace was involved in a domestic dispute with his girlfriend sometime last night. After he left, they were called out. Sergeant Pace has denied all allegations of the abuse. Danville Police Department has conducted their own investigation and says that Sergeant Pace will be allowed to return to work pending the outcome of trial. For now, live at the Danville Police Department, Catherine Brown, ABC 13 News.
Thank you, Catherine. Danville police are directing all questions about this to the Pittsylvania County Sheriff's Office, but they do say Sergeant Pace's girlfriend was not taken to the hospital. A Pittsylvania County teenager will spend the next 5 years behind bars for her role in a murder for hire that left 2 people dead. Today, a judge actually sentenced 17-year-old Christy Lynn Bean to 50 years in prison, but he suspended all but 5 of those years. Bean was convicted on 2 counts of murder and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder for last year's killing of her stepfather and stepbrother. Bean's mother, Teresa Lewis, was also convicted of murder and became the 2nd woman in Virginia history to be sentenced to death. Once released, Bean will be on probation for 5 years.
The Mariners Landing subdivision in Bedford County is building condominium high-rises for rent. But neighbors who live there say they're the ones who will have to pay the price. Melissa DePani explains.
When we found out that Mariners was going to put up 4 7-story buildings, plus an amphitheater, plus 605 docks. We all became very, very concerned.
Carolyn Stone has owned property on the lake since the 70s. She's not against development, but says she wants to protect the lake.
I'm very concerned about our lake. I don't want it to be polluted. And when you have 605 boat slips and they're coming from all over the country, they're going to bring things and deposit them in this lake.
Mariners Landing developer John White says there's nothing to be concerned about. The subdivision plans to be very picky when it comes to choosing tenants.
We have a lot of control over the people who would be here. We have a lot of control over the boats that would be here.
White says he wants neighbors to see the growth as a possibility, not a burden. The site has been approved for 3 of the 4 buildings, and now that the county has stepped in to mediate between Creek residents and Mariners Landing, those plans are subject to change. Stone says the height of the buildings is also a problem.
7 stories for that point with as much congestion as we already have is just too much.
In Bedford, Melissa DePani, ABC 13 News.
Discussions about the high-rises have been put on hold for now. Talks are scheduled to resume in mid-January.
Last night was the longest night of the year, but long nights are nothing new for the homeless. And today, the Roanoke Valley Task Force on Homelessness laid a special wreath to bring attention to the issue. The ceremony is meant to remember the homeless in our area who have died. This is the 4th year the task force has held it.
Well, coming up, it's the perfect way to get into the holiday spirit, Len, a personal meeting with St. Nick.
But just what goes into capturing the perfect picture? While you're on Santa's lap, we went to find out.
Well, Len mentioned the longest night of the year. Today, about 2 o'clock this morning, the winter solstice. We're making that transition. What an awesome day. Coming into work, I saw about 6 guys and gals on motorcycles tooling about. It was a beautiful day with the highs heading up into the upper 50s compared to the normal high of 46.
Discover Harbor Inn Seafood in Lynchburg. Come in today, relax, and enjoy fish, baby shrimp, and deviled crab, all for only $6.99. Discover the dining difference. Harbor Inn Seafood, Lynchburg.
Something extraordinary is coming to Amoco. It will change your gasoline buying experience, but it won't change your gasoline. You'll still be able to buy the same Amoco gasoline you've always bought. But the environment in which you buy it will be brighter, smarter, more inviting than ever before. And the best part is, this is just the beginning. BP, Beyond Petroleum.
December means Toyotathon at the Oak Ridge Auto Mall, where you're going to save thousands on brand new Toyota trucks. We've got huge rebates on 03s, brand new 04 4x4s with as little as $259 down. They're only $259 a month. Plus, we've got giant rebates on Tundras and low 2.9 APR on every truck in stock. Plus, if the weather's bad, it's no problem. We've got over 30 new trucks inside the showroom at the Oak Ridge Auto Mall.
Hi. What I want is a wireless plan that makes sense. I want the most minutes where I use them the most, and minutes that go where I go. I want minutes here, there, anywhere.
You need Intellos.
Intellos.
It's the Intellos Holiday Sale, featuring unlimited minutes on our entire network, plus 200 nationwide roaming minutes for just $49.99. Plus, get a free color phone and free activation, only at Intellos.
The perfect Christmas gift, a hot air balloon ride gift certificate. Experience the beauty of Virginia from a whole new perspective. Only $169 per person.
Lynch's Landing presents Cheers on New Year, December 31st, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Join us at the Holiday Inn Select downtown Lynchburg for great music by Richmond's high-energy dance band Horizon, casino games, heavy hors d'oeuvres, complimentary portraits, horse-drawn carriage rides, and a special champagne toast at midnight. Ring in 2004 at the end-of-the-year party with a purpose and make it a new year to remember. Cheers on New Year. To purchase your tickets today, call 434-528-3950.
This portion of 13 News is brought to you by Shaker's Restaurants.
We're in the Weather Center with Tab O'Neill. A mild day. What's the chance that we'll have another mild day?
Got a pretty good one ahead of us tomorrow.
Good.
It's going to still get cold tonight. We're going to be heading off to about freezing. But tomorrow's looking good. Let's take a look at the current conditions. We'll be enjoying temperatures similar to this tomorrow. 43% is the humidity right now. The wind is south-southwest at 6 miles an hour. The barometric pressure is on the rise. 53 in Lynchburg, 53 in Danville, and 54 degrees at the present time in Roanoke. Looking at temperatures throughout the region, it's been mild up and down the East Coast for the most part. We've got a frontal system that's out there, and it's helping to bring some milder air up ahead of it. That's usually what's ahead of a cold front, and that's the story for us tonight and on through the day tomorrow. Now, these clouds will be moving into the area. As they do so, they're going to bring along with them some rain, but the rain is likely not going to be arriving in our neighborhood until very late in the day tomorrow. And so our forecast is as follows. My computer seems to be stuck. Dear Santa, may I have a new computer for Christmas? It's not going anywhere. Pardon me while I walk over here. You can see that well off to the left of the screen there, we've got some precipitation out there, and that precipitation is going to be moving our direction. And as it does so, it'll be arriving late in the day tomorrow and on into tomorrow night. And I apologize, it's totally crashed on me. There's a thing called booting a computer. Thank you. Anyway, the rain's moving our way. We're going to find temperatures tonight at about 32 degrees. During the day tomorrow, ahead of this cold front, we're going to be sweeping up again into the 50s for the daytime high. Late in the day tomorrow, though, we'll look at this rain move our direction, and we'll see some rain tomorrow night, overnight into the morning hours of Wednesday, Christmas Eve, blustery cold, lows in the 20s. Christmas Day, it's going to be mostly sunny and heading to about 45. Go write my letter to Santa Claus. That's the weather.
Terrific.
I hope Santa Claus got that request.
I hope he heard him loud and clear, because,
cold and blustery here on Christmas Eve, but I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona. So.
Okay, all right. Nice warm spot there, Lynn. Well, listen, it's time now for Your Choice News.
Absolutely. Choose your news by voting for one of the following stories. First, a judge is in the Christmas spirit this season. Find out how some people are getting out of their tickets. Or Al Gore's son has had another brush with the law.
Finally, people in England are spending big bucks on a certain family member this year. You can find out who that person is. Go to WSET.com and make your selection, or you can call us at one of the numbers there on your screen, 434-947-9207, and toll free, the number is 866-656-1313.
Get your votes in by 8 o'clock tonight, and then, the most important part, watch the 13 night team after the game for the winner.
That's right. And on we go. We are going to be right back. Dennis Carter's going to have all headlines for us, a little bit of peek of tonight's Monday Night Football game. Stay with us.
Introducing the Wild Mountain Combos from Wendy's. A hot, smoky Southwestern pepper sauce, Colby Jack, and bacon on a juicy hamburger, or on Wendy's spicy chicken filet. Now that's something to remember. Wendy's, it's better here.
This is it. The time is now.
Brett Favre will reportedly play against the Oakland Raiders tonight, one day after his father died. 58-year-old Irvin Favre died Sunday of a heart attack or a stroke while he was driving, according to Mississippi State Police. He went off the road into a ditch early yesterday evening. The Wisconsin State Journal reported Brett Favre told teammates last night that he would play. It's believed Favre will play tonight, then join his family in Mississippi tomorrow. Both the Cavaliers and Hokies are at their respective bowl sites. Virginia arrived in Charlotte yesterday and was slated to practice this afternoon. The Cavs trying to end the season with 3 straight wins and finish 8-5 if they can knock off Pittsburgh this Saturday.
You know, a player of Shaw's caliber, Muffin's caliber, you want to send them out on a high note. So, I mean, we're just going to prepare, try to win this game for those guys.
The Hokies face California this Friday night in the Insight Bowl. After starting the year 6-0, Tech lost 4 of its last 6. The Hokies say they need this bowl game to finish the year on a positive note.
We have a great team here. You know, we just, stuff's been happening lately. And, we definitely have to win just, to get our groove back, so to say. And, next year they have a great team. Supposedly supposed to be scheduling USC for next year, I believe. So, wish them best of luck for next year also.
The Baltimore Orioles have signed all-star catcher Javi Lopez to a 3-year, $22.5 million contract. The 33-year-old Lopez hit .328 with 43 homers and 109 RBI for the Atlanta Braves last season. The rebuilding Orioles have also signed 2002 American League MVP Miguel Tejada. Former VMI basketball standout Jason Conley had a great debut with Missouri yesterday. Conley poured in 19 points, including the crowd-pleasing alley-oop. As the 10th-ranked Tigers beat UNC Greensboro, it's Conley's first game since transferring from VMI last January. The unbeaten Virginia Cavaliers try to improve their record to 8-0 with a home win tonight over Coastal Carolina. This is the third time in the last 4 years Virginia has started its season with 7 straight wins. Tonight's game is a 7:30 start at University Hall. Well, Dennis Rodman is trying to revive his basketball career. Rodman has signed a contract to play for the Long Beach Jam of the American Basketball Association. The 42-year-old Rodman signed the deal Friday and will start practicing with the team after Christmas. Rodman, who last played in the NBA in 2000 with the Dallas Mavericks, likely will play his first game for the Jam in mid-January. The New York Knicks have fired team president Scott Layden. The Knicks are 10-18 this season with a roster mostly assembled by Layden, who replaced Ernie Grunfeld in the summer of '99. Isaiah Thomas has been hired to replace Layden as the new Knicks president. Thomas was coach of the Indiana Pacers the past 3 seasons before being fired this past summer. And the Salem Avalanche have hired Jamie Toole as their new general manager. Toole comes to the Avalanche from the Pirates organization, where he served as assistant director of Florida baseball operations in Bradenton, Florida. The Columbia, South Carolina native comes to Salem with his wife Katie and daughter Gracie. So the Packers and Oakland Raiders tonight, Lynn, and it's a sad thing about Brett Favre's dad, but I think Brett decided with encouragement from his family that he should go ahead, play on, and join the family tomorrow in Mississippi.
I'm sure number 4 will be playing with a very heavy heart. Thank you very much, Dennis. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Time's running out. Shop Belk today for last-minute great gifts. Choose fine fragrances from an unequaled selection, including Estee Lauder, Ralph Lauren, Clinique, Chanel, and many more. For guys, 40 to 50% off our entire stock of South Pole. The FM radio pen is just $5.99, and up to 50% off fashion jewelry by Liz Claiborne, Napier, and Monet. Wrap up your holiday shopping today at Belk.
Everything we do at Belk is all for you.
Hi, my name is Jeannie M. Hamilton, and this is my family, CW3 Sam Hamilton and Kalandis Hamilton. We're from the Mannheim area in Germany, and I'd like to wish all my family and friends a happy holiday in Lexington, Virginia.
Oh, that was good.
Just socked him, just walloped him. Listen, let's give folks another glance at what's going to happen this week. What's going to happen?
Well, we've got some rain moving in, but not until very late in the day tomorrow. Between now and then, not bad, actually. The overnight lows tonight around 30, 35. Tomorrow's highs once again making it into the mid to upper 50s. Then very late in the day tomorrow night, particularly on into Wednesday morning, we've got a chance of rain. Then Wednesday, rain moves out of here. Leads us into Christmas Eve. It's going to be clearing with lows in the 20s. Christmas Day, sunny and 45.
All right, there you have it. Thanks a lot, Tab. Appreciate that. Well, we are just about out of time right now, but we've got a lot more news coming up tonight at 11. Well, not at 11, after the Monday Night Football on the 19th.
Football, there you go. 'Tis the season for shopping, but police say 2 people not only stole from a local department store, but bit and dragged a security guard to get away.
And with the flu hitting so hard across the country, should you be concerned that flying might make you sick? We'll take a look at the air on the airplanes in our Did You Know report. We're going to have that and much more on the night team after Monday Night Football.
Absolutely. And I should mention, I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be in Phoenix, Arizona coming up here in the next couple of days. I should mention that's going to be part of our coverage of the Insight Bowl with the Virginia Tech Hokies. So be sure to tune in for that. Now, before we go, it is a challenge at best to get that all-important snapshot.
And we're talking, of course, about the picture with your child and Santa Claus. We found out it's a real team effort, but somebody's got to do it, Len.
And I'm sure it's an awful lot of fun. So we're going to take a look at that right now.
Yes.
Okay, ladies first. You know, this is the problem. You know, us guys, we got to wait, right? Okay, what would you like for Christmas?
A puppy.
Thank you, sweetheart. Santa loves Christmas hugs.
It's a lot of fun. We do enjoy doing it.
Here.